Hi, my name is Stacy. I'm the owner of Radiant Wellness, and today we're going to show you 3 yoga poses to help you reduce stress. In day-to-day life, our attention is pulled in so many different directions. Stress is unfortunately a part of daily life. Yoga gives you an opportunity to recenter yourself and regain focus. Before beginning your yoga practice, it's important that you bring consciousness back into your body. Your body is the seat of your soul, and that is where you want your concentration to be focused. So take a moment and clear your mind. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and let's begin. One of the things that helps make yoga accessible to people is props, or the use of props. So today we have a bolster that I use a bolster from Manduka, where you can order it here from us, or we always have them at Radiant Wellness. And we're also using the Manduka cork blocks. So we don't have to use them always or for all of the poses, but we will use them for one of the poses that we're doing today. If you don't have a bolster at home, then you can use a blanket that's folded up and rolled up into a bolster. And if you don't have a cork block, for the pose that we're doing today, you might just have your bolster be a little bit bigger and maybe an additional towel to prop up your head. So as you're here, you're going to let your shoulders fall back and your arms relax. So if you'll bring your feet closer to your bottom, and then let your knees fall out to the sides. Reclined bound angle gives us an opportunity to stretch the muscles that articulate with the hip region. There's a lot of people that have lower back pain, and this is a great way to stretch the muscles that are involved in it. Now you may think well, it's my back, and this doesn't look like it's stretching my back. And it isn't, but it is. So there's a muscle that attaches to your lower back called your psoas, or you'll hear people talk about their hip flexors. And this is really getting into that psoas by taking the beginning of the muscle and the ending of that muscle further apart. Sometimes this is really uncomfortable for people, so you can do the same thing that you do with the blankets and prop them underneath your knees to allow your hips to relax into this pose without causing pain. The next pose that we're going to do is going to give you the opportunity to both extend and flex your spine, increasing circulation and hopefully relieving the back pain that you may have. So Lexi, if you can come out onto your hands and knees with a nice flat back and neutral spine, kind of like a tabletop. So your knees will be directly underneath your hips and your hands will be right underneath your shoulders. So from this position, on your inhale, you're going to lift the crown of your head and your tailbone as your belly goes down towards your mat. And on your exhale, you're going to round your back, taking your chin towards your chest and tucking your tailbone into cat. And going back and forth between the two, pausing at the top of your inhale. Noticing that Lexi is pushing her spine up towards the ceiling whenever she is in cat. And really opening her chest when she moves into cow. If you have a difficult time with putting weight on your wrist or on your shoulders, you can do cat-cow in an easy seated position. So same thing here, Lexi, where you'll inhale and lift your forehead, roll your shoulders back, and on your exhale, round your back and take your chin to your chest, pushing away from your knees and rounding your back. And just continue to go with this flow the same. 5 to 10 times, rolling your shoulders back, opening your chest. And then whenever you go into cat, really rounding your back. Our last pose that we'll do is child's pose. So your big toes will come together and your hips will fall back towards your heels as your chest comes down towards the mat. So you may open up your knees if your hips have enough flexibility. If they're not super flexible, you can keep your knees together. Then you're gonna reach forward with your arms and take the forehead down towards your mat. As you're in this position, you may notice that your hips may come closer to your heels as your hips are opening up, and again, it's getting into that tricky little muscle psoas. So as you're in this pose and you're deepening your breath, you may notice that you're becoming more grounded and calm. Thank you for spending time with us. I hope this helps you realize that yoga is accessible for everyone. For more information, visit us at www.radiantwellnessbb.com. I'd love to see you soon.